Next Chronicle. Wicked good movies made right here. Sunday's Oscars will have a Massachusetts accent.
We're crazy.
But what do these movies say about us? And getting Hollywood to spend more money in the Bay State.
These are good, high-paying jobs.
Chronicle HD next.
We've got the knack for convenience at Nissan24Auto.com, where you can browse our entire inventory, get new and pre-owned specials, exclusive service coupons, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
You will save more at Nissan 24.
Wow, that was something that only Disney can do.
I went into it thinking I was going to feel like an adult in a kid's show, and instead I felt like a kid.
It's about fun.
Mary Poppins, the hit Broadway musical, now through March 20th.
We've got the knack for savings on Altimas at Nissan 24. Drive home a new 2011 Altima for just $189 a month. That's just $189 a month.
You will save more at Nissan 24.
Finally, a photo op with adorable Gerber babies from yesterday and today.
You've come a long way, baby. Ann Cook, who 84 years ago was chosen as the first ever Gerber baby, poses with the latest cutie to take the Gerber title, 2-year-old Mercy Townsend. Incredibly, the two have something else in common. They share the same birthday.
2-year-old Mercy is from Toledo, Ohio. She beat out 220,000 other kids who entered an online contest to be the new Gerber baby. And that's Inside Edition. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time from the red carpet at the Oscars.
The Peabody Essex Museum, presenting one of the finest private collections of Dutch and Flemish art in the world. Beautiful landscapes, stunning portraits, and scenes that capture the details of everyday life. Opens February 26th, PEM.org.
The show Beatles fans are still talking about is back.
Come together.
Rain, a tribute to the Beatles.
3 shows at the City Performing Arts Center Wang Theater. For tickets, visit citycenter.org.
We don't just make a sunroof. We make the heavens wide. We don't just make a crossover. We make a statement. The Cadillac SRX. We don't just make luxury cars. We make Cadillacs.
Visit your New England Cadillac dealer or newenglandcadillac.com for this attractive offer.
Enjoy one of the finest private collections of Dutch and Flemish art in the world. All the beauty of Amsterdam. Much shorter drive. The Peabody Essex Museum proudly presents a never-before-seen collection from the golden age of Rembrandt. Beautiful landscapes, stunning portraits, and scenes that capture the details of everyday life. Opens February 26th. For more, go to PEM.org.
Time and temperature from TD Bank.
Right now on Chronicle in high definition.
Hey, Ma, they've put us in the movies.
And just what is it about our fair city that moviegoers are so wild to see?
In a word, thugs.
Hi, my name's Tony. I like to hit armored cars.
Tonight, the hub, the way Hollywood sees it. Plus, what's in the pipeline?
4 or 5 large motion pictures in New England this year.
A plan for Sunday's big party.
We'll give you a theme, a signature cocktail, 3 easy appetizers.
And breaking down a signature scene.
This particular scene in the restaurant, they did 99 takes.
We're screening an Oscar preview next on Chronicle.
Time was, Boston had a hard time capturing Hollywood's attention. Not anymore. At this year's Oscar ceremony, the Bay State is center stage with The Fighter, The Social Network, and The Town all up for major awards.
In fact, for a few years running, Boston has been one of Hollywood's favorite go-to spots, spawning a string of hit movies. And just what is it about our fair city that moviegoers are so wild to see? Our historical authenticity? Our cosmopolitan culture? No. Mostly, it's our thugs.
Are you still a cop? No! No! I have to say this, I just came from my Bank Robbers Anonymous meeting.
Comedian Tony V has lived in Charlestown almost 30 years.
You know, hi, my name's Tony. I like to hit armored cars. Hi, Tony.
He says Hollywood's image of Charlestown as a dangerous neighborhood and breeding ground for criminals is a bit exaggerated, though he recommends we keep our interview on the short side.
Yeah, I mean, if we stay here long enough, we'll be robbed. You know, I'd say within 10 or 15. You know, they do what they can. You know, they're backlogged.
Tony's joking, of course. He actually has a part in the town as one of the few non-criminals in the movie. Meanwhile, here in the real Charlestown, the neighborhood's rough edges have taken on a pretty high polish over the last 20 years or so. Today, Tony's neighbors far more likely to be investment bankers than bank robbers.
It's desirable. You know, people, you know, you tell people you live in Charlestown, they go, oh.
But that doesn't sell movie tickets. And with films like The Departed, Gone Baby Gone, Mystic River, and now The Town, well, it's small wonder if the rest of America thinks of Boston as an ugly, desperate place crawling with killers, cretins, and pervs.
But, you know, that's what people come to see. When you think of it, we're at the Bunker Hill Monument. You know, a lot of people died right here, and people come to see it.
The Lowell of The Fighter, on the other hand, is more true to life, says Tony.
Every word of that's got to be true. They got, you know, crack doing dumpster divers all over the place up there. My mother's a crackhead, and she spends a lot of time in Lowell.
Tony's joking again, we think. Across the river in Cambridge, a different storyline entirely. Here at Harvard, the birthplace of Facebook, and the story behind the social network.
According to Hollywood, nothing exists in Cambridge except Harvard. Think of it as Hogwarts on the Charles, filled with overprivileged twits and maladapted computer wizards.
Of course, that leaves little room for regular folk like Jimmy Tingle.
I grew up about a mile from here, so we've been coming up to the square over the years. My father owned his taxi cabs, his cab stand was right over here.
Tingle's garnered national acclaim as a comedian, but he will always be a Cambridge kid.
And that was our family car, was the cab. So we went everywhere in the cab. One time my father, I kid you not, he took us hunting in the cab.
Though he doesn't expect Hollywood to ever give his side of Cambridge much attention, Tingle doesn't take it personally. No town gown tensions for him.
You know, it's a good mutually beneficial relationship. So I don't have any animosity. Hey, they let me in.
Indeed, this local kid earned a master's degree from the Kennedy School of Government last year. He was even asked to give the commencement address. Tingle shared the story of being chased across this very yard as a youth after an unsuccessful attempt to take a student's bike.
I am so grateful that the petty crimes of my youth were not successful. For had my dishonest behavior been rewarded, I may not be with you here today. My life may have taken a different turn, and I could have ended up on Wall Street.
Now, Tingle is on to his next challenge, a film of his own, Jimmy Tingle's American Dream.
There's humor in it, and there's also a lot of content in it, and it's about a lot of diversity of opinion about the American dream and what it means to people.
Action. With so many filmmakers out there making movies about Massachusetts, this native son didn't want to remain on the sidelines.
Like filmmaking in Massachusetts, it's like our new sport, okay? Everybody in Massachusetts is pulling for The Fighter, The Town, Mystic River. Whatever movie you make here, the people are going to be behind them, okay? It's like rooting for the Celtics or the Bruins or the Red Sox or the Pats. I mean, that's the way it is.
And in just a few hours, Jimmy Tingle's movie is having its premiere out in Los Angeles. We wish him well with that. Well, now that we've had a taste of stardom, will Hollywood keep calling?
The average wage from those jobs was nearly $68,000.
Keeping the Bay State in the movie business.
Closed caption funding provided by Liberty Mutual Insurance. Responsibility. What's your policy?
Believe in being treated like a human being.
Believe in waiting rooms.
Without the waiting.
Believe world-class doctors live here.
Believe bedside manner actually exists.
Believe your life is in someone's hands and they won't drop it.
Believe family isn't just our DNA.
It's a neighborhood.
Believe community stands for something again.
Believe.
Believe. Believe.
Steward. World-class healthcare where you live. This is our belief.
Wow, that was something that only Disney can do.
I went into it thinking I was going to feel like an adult in a kid's show, and instead I felt like a kid.
It's about fun.
Mary Poppins, the hit Broadway musical, now through March 20th.
It's been a wild ride in recent years for the movie business in Massachusetts.
Skate and action.
A red carpet here, paparazzi over there, Cameron Diaz and Ben Affleck on shoots in Boston. Welcome work for local folks behind the scenes, from set designers to store owners.
We have a tremendous crew base, and that crew base has only gotten stronger over the last few years because of the many features that have come into town.
Since 2006, studios filming in Massachusetts receive a tax credit equal to 25% of their production and payroll costs. A proposed bill to reduce the credit was recently rejected, and Jim Hirsch, for one, is thankful.
Before the tax incentive, if a movie came to New England, it was really just to film the New England scenes, and they would be here for a minimum of time, typically 2 weeks. Incentives refocused the shooting schedules, so the entire movies are now shot in New England.
Hirsch is partner and chief operating officer of Canton-based High Output, the largest provider of motion picture and theatrical lighting equipment in New England.
My take is that we'll have 4 or 5 large motion pictures in New England this year.
Hirsch says that news is a rare economic bright spot.
Making a movie is very much like building a house. You have all sorts of tradespeople who come together, they work on a project, anywhere from 6 to 15 weeks, and they build and they make a movie, and then they move on to the next movie. These are permanent jobs.
A Massachusetts Department of Revenue study released in January reports that in 2009, the tax incentive ushered in $319 million of new film production spending. Joe Maiella is president of the Massachusetts Production Coalition, or MPC.
The DOR report said that 62% of all the jobs in a film that comes into town are jobs that are taken by Massachusetts residents. And I think, and going back to the studies back between 2006 and 2009, the average wage from those jobs was nearly $68,000. So these are good, high-paying jobs.
Commercials, TV shows, and documentaries figure in the picture, too. Maiella says a big-budget film can be a windfall for local business.
They don't go in and nickel and dime the hardware store or the clothing store when they need those supplies. They go in, they buy 200 ponchos. They go to a local restaurant, they buy 200 lobster tacos. They go to a security company, and they need security people on site. So we've heard stories across the Commonwealth from people who said, look, I was able to get through the season where I wasn't expecting any business because this film came into town.
People want to go on the internet and check out their friends, so why not build a website that offers that: friends, pictures, profiles.
And high-profile films promote the state in other ways.
We've had a unique opportunity this past year with 4 films, I think, or more, being up for nominations for Oscars. It generates interest in terms of tourism.
In mid-February, the MPC and union officials set up a trade mission with top Hollywood executives.
That, we thought, was a very important thing to do at this point, to let the key decision makers in LA at the studios know that Massachusetts continues to be open for business.
To those who question whether the tax incentive is worth it, especially when public programs are under financial duress, Maiella says this.
What you want to do is you want to make sure you have a balance between what you're able to do from a budget standpoint to cities and towns and aid, and what you're able to do to incubate and nurture an industry so that the jobs created from that industry, not just for 1 year, but for 5, 10, 20 years, can continue to pay back into the community, continue to pay taxes back to the community.
2 films are in the pipeline for this year in Massachusetts. The Mark Wahlberg movie Ted began filming actually in Quincy, I should say Norwood this week. Quincy does have another film, though. They begin shooting not too long from now, and that's a movie starring comedian Kevin James. So we've got 2 at least in the pipeline for this year. Need some help for that Oscar party?
Cocktails are very important to us collectively as a group, and I think the world in general.
Party tips from the Greater Boston Gala Gals.
Watch Style Boston. We're coasting down to New Hampshire to fly like the birds at New England's only vertical wind tunnel, Skyridge.
High fashion knitwear.
I started to incorporate my fabrics into shoes.
Weekends on WCVB TV, Channel 5, presented by Audi.
Burn the Floor, the international dance sensation. Now featuring Anya and Pasha from So You Think You Can Dance.
March 8th through the 13th at Boston's Colonial Theater. For tickets, visit BroadwayAcrossAmerica.com/Boston.
The quality is amazing and the price is fantastic.
I definitely think customers are surprised when they come in and see some of our prices. Sofas start at only $7.99. There are endless choices of fabric and finishes to choose from.
I went under budget, which was huge.
Don't miss the incredibly low sale prices at the Boston Interiors Winter Home Sale. Hurry, sale ends February 28th.
The service was fabulous. It was great.
Diamonds. Compare this chain store's 1 carat for $33.99 with the Jewelry Exchange certified 1 carats for $18.90. 1 to 2 carat traditional are just $9.90 per carat. Thousands guaranteed the lowest price, plus no interest for 6 months. Buy direct. The Jewelry Exchange in Sudbury.
Our planes start flying when it's dark, and they don't stop flying until it's dark again. Flying all day, every day. You deserve our best. That's why there's so many flight options.
Southwest Airlines has 16 daily nonstop flights from the Boston area to Philadelphia to fit your schedule.
Hey, we're on your schedule, not ours. There'll be another one back here in a second. Just watch. What I tell you, there's another one.
I actually look forward to going to the dentist now that I found Aspen Dental. They're wonderful. They knew how to help me find payments that I could afford.
Now custom-crafted dentures start at just $249. Call 1-800-ASPEN-DENTAL.
Time to smile.
Are you uninsured? Go to coverageforall.org for free or low-cost health insurance. That's coverageforall.org.
Glitz, glamour, fashion, all part of Oscar Night magic. Boston's Museum of Fine Arts is getting in on the excitement with 4 famous Oscar Night gowns on display. From designer Arnold Scazzi to dresses he created for Barbra Streisand, curator Lauren Whitley.
The most notorious one was this pantsuit that she wore in 1969. She starred in the film Funny Girl, and she won an Oscar in 1969 for that role. The next year, she actually was a little more toned down and wore a beautiful embroidered pink dress with a matching pillbox hat.
Steven Spielberg's wife, Kate Capshaw, wore this skin-tight bandage dress designed by Hervé Leger on the red carpet in 1993, the year Schindler's List won Best Picture. Academy Award winner Cate Blanchett turned heads in 1999 in this unforgettable dress.
She certainly stunned everyone and really set high marks for her John Galliano for Dior dress. It's a purple knit that has actually tulle in the back that looks see-through with little embroidered hummingbirds and flowers on it.
You better believe these ladies will be dishing on Oscar fashions Sunday night.
We're taking over the world one town at a time.
They call themselves the Greater Boston Gala Girls. Sisters Jennifer, Alex, Jocelyn, and friend Jennifer. For funny.
And you're going to put in about a ½ ounce of the strawberry liqueur, which again is delicious. If you're into Robitussin.
Married, working mothers.
We have 10 kids between us.
That get together monthly and produce videos for Facebook, YouTube, and local public access stations. The subject? How to throw a perfect party.
For each episode, we'll give you a theme, a signature cocktail, 3 easy appetizers, and we'll do games, decorations, and even a party soundtrack that you can then burn and give it to your guests as a party favor.
Throwing Oscar parties is the Gala Girls' sweet spot. They shared a few of their Oscar-winning tips.
Drive home the Hollywood glamour part. You can go online and buy old film reel for pennies, really, and you know, it really you know, sort of puts together the whole atmosphere.
While movie posters and seat warmers are fun to look at, games are a must to keep guests entertained.
It is a long program, and there's like 2 hours in the middle of sound mixing and film editing.
Not to offend the sound mixers.
Not to offend, exactly. But to keep everybody interested.
Particularly the husbands.
Yeah.
Oscar trivia is always a hit.
What is the most recent film that boasted both Best Actor and Best Actress Oscar winners? As Good as It Gets with Jack Nicholson and Helen Hunt.
Oh, man! And don't forget about the Oscar ballots.
There's money involved, yes, just so you know.
The pool is rather long.
Again, it helps with the men.
A whopping $5.
But most importantly, stress the gala girls.
Food. Food. Cocktails are very important to us collectively as a group, and I think the world in general.
A signature movie cocktail always goes over well. This year's creation, the King's Slurred Speech.
To the Oscars.
To the Oscars.
Cheers.
Gala girls also recommend giving little prizes after the games just as a way to keep the excitement going throughout the evening. It's an intense two-character scene that sets the mood for the Oscar-nominated film The Social Network. And it was a real test for actors Jesse Eisenberg and Rooney Mara.
How do you distinguish yourself?
Fade in. A dark, crowded bar. A couple is having a halting conversation.
Talking about me.
You got a 1600?
Yes, I could sing in an acapella group, but I can't
Does that
sing.
mean you actually got nothing wrong?
I could row crew or invent a $25 PC.
Or you get into a final club?
The setting for this crucial opening scene of The Social Network, the Somerville pub, The Thirsty Scholar.
We're sitting at Sacred Ground. This is the actual table where Eisenberg and Mira sat for the shoot.
Patrick Cross is the Scholar's co-owner.
They had 14 pages of dialogue to do in the bar, and that was like double Dutch to me. I had no idea what 14 pages of dialogue was.
But he learned.
It is extremely boring. I mean, this particular scene in the restaurant, they did 99 takes.
I'm not speaking in code.
Erica.
You're obsessed with finals clubs.
99 takes, I know, it's unbelievable. And 7 different camera angles. There was one here, there was one here, there was one back here. It took 2 days to do those 99 takes. 2 full days, long days, from 3 o'clock in the afternoon till 4:30 in the morning.
Why don't you just concentrate on being the best you can be?
Did you really just say that?
I was kidding.
Do whatever chapters they were doing, stop, and then they would do it again and again and again, and then they would take a break.
A process documented in an extra feature on the Social Network DVD.
As an actor, I prefer to do scenes like that every day. I mean, I really feel stupid when I go home and all I did all day was like walk from one building to another. Maybe because I used to do a lot of plays, and when you do a play, you do the whole thing, so you go home at night kind of with a sense of accomplishment.
Even at take 99, we were like, let's do one more. Like, it never felt stale. It always felt really fresh.
And on the third day, it was done.
I have to go study.
You don't have to study.
Why do you keep saying I don't have to study?
Because you go to BU. Want to get some food?
Eisenberg was out in the backyard, and Fincher said, we're done, and Eisenberg thought he was joking. He goes, oh, come on, 99, you could do one more, you know, make it 100. He goes, no, we're good. That was the scene at the Thirsty Scholar that had 99 takes. 99 takes. I guess that's what it's all about, right? Thanks be to God, we've only got one camera angle here today for this piece.
The Thirsty Scholar is having an Oscar party on Sunday, and Pat Cross does predict that The Social Network will win Best Picture. Well, you may have seen The Fighter, but have you read the book, The Channel 5 Connection to Mickey and Dickie, when Chronicle continues?
This portion of Chronicle is sponsored by the Peabody Essex Museum in Salem, Massachusetts.
Enjoy one of the finest private collections of Dutch and Flemish art in the world. All the beauty of Amsterdam, much shorter drive. The Peabody Essex Museum proudly presents a never-before-seen collection from the golden age of Rembrandt. Beautiful landscapes, stunning portraits, and scenes that capture the details of everyday life. Opens February 26th. For more, go to pem.org.
Tonight at 11, it's not a school.
Do you have any jewelry in you?
It's not a jail. But kids here are serving a sentence.
Some kids don't make the right decision.
A new way to stop school violence without suspensions or expulsions. Tonight on News Center 5 at 11.
Hollywood's biggest night starts with Oscar Night Boston, presented by Bernie & Fields. At 7, Oscars Red Carpet Live. At 8, the 83rd Annual Academy Awards. It all starts at 6:15, Sunday on Channel 5.
Yo, there could be life up on the moon or some planet or another, but what kind of aliens?
Mom?
We'll kidnap your mother!
I've got to save my mom.
We're in this together. Mars Needs Moms in 3D, rated PG.
Need a little surprise in your day? Head on into Cumberland Farms and try the surprisingly delicious Farmhouse Blend coffee. Just 99 cents any size. Go to the Boston Channel's contest page to enter for your chance to win 1 week's worth of Farmhouse Blend coffee at Cumberland Farms. Learn more about how you and your family can live a healthier, happier life. Just go to the Boston Channel and click on Health Source for information and advice from medical experts on a variety of health and fitness issues. The Boston Channel's Health Source, your online source for healthy living.
President's Sale. Rotman's biggest sale has the lowest prices I've ever seen. Recliners $199, dinettes $299, bedrooms $399, Sealy Posturepedic $599, designer rugs just $99, with any carpet installation just $89. All this with no interest for 2 years. Get a complete 8-piece living room package with TV for just $12.99. And during this sale, anything you buy can be packaged with any size TV. Look for Rotman's President's Sale. It's fantastic.
Wow, that was something that only Disney can do.
I went into it thinking I was going to feel like an adult in a kid's show, and instead I felt like a kid.
It's about fun.
Mary Poppins, the hit Broadway musical, now through March 20th.
They're contenders, but could they become champs on Sunday night? Lowell's own Mickey Ward and Dick Eklund are hoping the fighter can bring home some statues on Oscar night. And News Center 5's Bob Halloran is rooting for them as well.
Oh, I mean, I had a few tough fights, but the next fight's going to show who I am.
Yeah, the film is nominated for 7 Oscars, including Best Picture and Best Director. It's already garnered dozens of awards this season, most notably for actor Christian Bale, who played the feisty Dick Eklund in the film.
See where this fight is headed.
Earlier this month, Eklund made a surprise appearance at the SAG Awards, just as Bale was accepting the group's award for Best Supporting Actor.
This is the original quacker right here, you know? All right, ready?
What about my brother?
The film is an intimate portrayal of a working-class family and 2 brothers who, from an early age, become immersed in the world of boxing. The story traces Eklund's drug addiction and his incarceration. It was in prison that Eklund decided his life's mission would be to help his young brother win a world boxing title.
I got you fighting Alfonso Sanchez.
I said my goal is to have him become world champion. Now it's up to him whether he can do it. He has a heart of a lion, you know. I box clever, and he could do that too, but he chose to use his heart and just fight and outgut the guy.
Both brothers still live in Lowell and train upcoming fighters. As they spar with one another, it's easy to see the passion that drove them to the top.
It's the will to be able to take it and keep going, and it's about conditioning your body and in your mind, you know, just stay strong and don't give up. It sounds barbaric, but I mean, I'd rather die in there than give up, than quit or get knocked out flat.
Of course, a film can provide only so much of a story. For more of the backstory, there's this book, Irish Thunder, The Hard Life and Times of Mickey Ward. Its author, News Center 5's own Bob Halloran.
In that it is a story of redemption for 2 brothers. It's not just one story. Mickey's story in and of itself is strong, and he does find himself with a championship belt at the end. Dickie, of course, crack cocaine, into jail, coming out and raising that belt with his brother. So they talk about it being a story of redemption for 2 brothers, also the story of a family and the story of Lowell.
While Halloran wrote the book after efforts were underway to produce the film, he was used as a consultant for the project. He says what's impressed him most over the years is Mickey Ward and his humility.
I find it amazing that he went in this humble, wonderful, loyal kid, wanting to work, wanting to stay low-keyed. And then there is this hurricane happening around him all the time, you know. His family was a disturbance to him most of the time. He stayed focused, and he always has. So I don't think he changed that much from a poor kid, a high school dropout, to a millionaire who was famous and loved and, you know, a celebrity. He stayed very much the same, and I really appreciate that about him.
And don't forget, the Oscars are on Sunday night, right here on Channel 5. Coverage starts at 6:15. And that's Chronicle for tonight. Thanks very much for joining us. I'm Anthony Everett. Have a good evening, a good weekend, and we'll see you again on Monday night.
Chronicle Monday, breakfast bonanza. Big portions.
Everything in a bottomless cup of coffee.
Choice ingredients.
We use the authentic Irish bacon.
International adventures.
It's called Ackee. It has a very unique taste to it.
Go beyond the cereal bowl. Chronicle HD Monday.
Hollywood's biggest night starts with Oscar Night Boston, presented by Bernie and Phil's, followed by the red carpet and the 83rd Academy Awards, Sunday on Channel 5. Live from WCTV TV, this is a News Center 5 primetime update.
Good evening, everybody. Yes, it is snowing out. The rain has flipped over to snow in the last hour or two. The back edge of the snow is just to the west of Worcester, except for a few flurries around the Berkshire. So this is going to be sliding off the coast about 9:30. It's producing a coating to an inch of snow, but it's also helping to make some things slippery, especially untreated surfaces. And colder air is going to be filtering in behind that as skies clear later tonight. Also, the winds are picking up as well. Now, just as this system leaves, another one is right on its heels. It's moving through the Rockies, but it's going to move eastward very quickly in a very rapid jet stream. So it'll have an expanding area of light snow, and here's how that should time out across our region. Looks like snow will break out a little before around midnight Saturday night, last on into Sunday morning before it pushes offshore Sunday afternoon. And it looks like that's going to deposit 2 to 4 inches of snow north of the Pike, 1 to 3 south of the Pike. That's late Saturday night and Sunday morning. 5-day forecast shows one more storm to get through. That's Monday. Might start with a touch of ice, but it's going to end with wind and warmth. And then it's dry Tuesday and Wednesday. Here's your daily number, 2774. Have a great evening. See you tonight at 11 on News Center 5.
Don't miss out. These are the final days of the Ford President's Month sales event. Hurry in for a $299 lease on a loaded Ford F-150 Super Cab XLT 4x4 with Chrome package. Or choose 0% financing for 60 months or up to $6,000 cash on F-150. The Ford President's Month sales event final days are counting down. Don't wait to lock in your savings on New England's best-selling pickup. These incredible offers end February 28th.
It's not a school. It's not a jail, but kids here are serving a sentence. A new way to stop school violence without suspensions or expulsions. Tonight on News Center 5 at 11.
We tried satellite for a little while.
The rain would cause us problems.
Where's Dad?
He's adjusting the dish. Okay, that's just worse.
That's why we switched back to Xfinity.
Oh.
With Xfinity, you've got the best HD picture quality, rain or shine. Satellite can't match that.
We thought that dish might be good for something.
Yeah, it really wasn't.
Tonight on Super Nanny.
Stop it!
Joe finds triple the trouble in the DeMott family.
Stop hitting each other.
Dad's a tough cop by day, but can't discipline by night.
Whoa, 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 what are we doing here?
And Mom can't even keep track of their triplets.
Where's Teddy? He's not back there.
Teddy! Older son Timmy is left in solitary seclusion.
Then along came 3, not 1, but 3.
It was hard on him.
Can Joe tame this trio of tiny offenders?
No, I won't be stopped talking.
And get this dad back on the straight and narrow?
I cannot help you if what you are going to do is sabotage this.
Or will Joe have to lay down the law?
Give me one reason why I should still stay here, because there are thousands of families right now that would want me helping them.
Well, I'm here in Bayville, New Jersey, ready to help a family who have asked me for backup. Let's take a look.
Hi, we're the DeMott family.
I'm Teddy.
I'm Nancy. We have 4 children. Timmy, he's 11, 4-year-old triplets, Teddy, Milo, and Jada.
Stop hitting each other.
it's total chaos.
Putting holes in the wall, burring on the walls. They will destroy things.
We have 3 animals.
Look at these triplets. Triple the trouble.
I work as a police officer in Berkeley Township, New Jersey. I leave the house at 5:30 in the morning, and my wife, Nancy, has the kids all day.
I'm just so overwhelmed. Milo, what are you doing? Come on. Keeping track of the triplets does get difficult.
What is this? I mean, what about the safety?
As far as discipline goes, we've tried everything. We're trying to reason. We tried timeouts. Nobody sets timeouts for us. So because they don't listen in timeout, I started to lock them in the room.
How does that teach an effective timeout?
Dinner's in the oven.
I get home at 4:30, and then my wife, Nancy, she leaves to go to work at 5:30 at night, and I take over. Why are we knocking chairs over? It's a difficult change from going from my job, where I'm actually in control, to coming home having no control. Get down from there. It's tough to have 4-year-olds walk all over you. You gotta sit down right here and finish your dinner. I'm just to that point where I just don't know what to do with it.
Boundaries, consequences, a warning.
Timmy's the older brother, and he should be able to have some of his alone time. And the triplets never give it to him.
Where God? I would like to have some one-on-one time with Timmy. It is very difficult with the other 3. It's so exhausting that even when you get time to do something, you just don't want to do it.
It'd be nice to see this older boy spending some time with his parents. Must feel a little bit shortchanged, really, with the younger ones.
This isn't a family life, what we have right now. I told you not to play with these doors!
Every day is just so stressful. No! You wake up, same problems. What do you want to do? Every day just eats at you more and more and more.
I don't see my husband lasting that much longer. I mean, he's like at the end. Super Nanny, we really need your help.
Sit tight, because Mum and Dad, I'm on my way. Hello. Hi. Hi. Pleased to meet you.
Nancy.
Hi, Nancy. Pleasure.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, very well, thank you.
Hi.
Pleasure to meet you. Hi, Teddy.
I had tons of anxiety. How many things she's gonna point out that I'm doing wrong? This is Timmy.
Hi, Timmy. How you doing? Good. Good.
This is Teddy.
Hi, Teddy. Nice to meet you. You want to shake my hand? No, you don't want to? Hi.
Jada.
She's like all quiet. Everyone's quiet.
This is Milo.
Hi. I'm going to sit. I'm going to watch. I'm going to take some mental notes. Most importantly, just get on with what you would do normally during the day. Straight away, Mum started to get the kids involved in some fun craft time.
Jada, are we gonna sit down and do this or what?
But it seemed like really nobody was having any fun.
Do you want to finish your picture, Jada? Yeah. Then take this off your fingers and stop touching it, and use the glue stick and make your picture.
What are you doing in there?
Well, we don't have the other circle. Are you gonna make your picture without it? Yes or no? Are you gonna make your picture without it? Yes or no? No? And that's it. We're done.
What's going on here? I mean, this is meant to be a creative outlet for the kids, and Mum's just getting more and more agitated.
Yes? Then make your picture.
What's stressing you out right now?
The listening. My kids don't listen to me.
It's funny that Mum claims that she loses patience with the kids because they don't listen to her, but in reality, she doesn't listen to them. All she does is yell. How does your anxiety come out?
When I get to my point, I lock them in their room. I put a lock on the outside, and they get to the point where they scream.
So Mum locks them in their room until they scream. How exactly is that teaching the kids right from wrong?
The things that go on in here, I feel like I'm going to have a breakdown.
Since craft time was over, Mum decided that she'd take the kids out to let off some steam. However, when I went out a few minutes later, Mum was nowhere to be seen. Where is the family?
Well, there's one.
Hi, where's Mum? Oh, you're digging a hole.
We go look for her.
This is a little bit concerning, to say the least. There are 2 kids that are not supervised, Mum's nowhere to be seen, and no one knows where Teddy's run off to.
Where is Teddy?
Did Mum not say where she was going? Come on, I mean, this is a joke. I mean, you've got a backyard, you've got a forest on one side and a road on another, and these kids are not being supervised. Ready?
Coming up on Super Nanny.
All right, no more throwing stuff. No
Dad gets caught in the crossfire.
Stop it.
And Joe calls Mom and Dad out.
You're pushovers, the pair of you. Without rules, the behaviour spirals out of control.
When Super Nanny returns.
My book report is on the Field Guide to the Benefits of Home Ownership. This book is about the American dream, family values, and the good guys winning. The only thing that could have made it better is maybe more pictures.
Independent studies show that homeownership not only benefits families, it also creates jobs and helps build stronger communities. To find out how homeownership can benefit you, talk to an agent who is a realtor. Every market's different. Call a realtor today.
Hey, you made your own lunch.
Yep. Look in your bag. They do something.
It's more than just that great peanut taste. Choosing Jif is a simple way to show someone how much you care. Choosy moms, choose Jif.
Have you heard the news?
This is fantastic.
Gnomeo is the #1 family movie in the Ganation.
That's Nomeo.
To see or not to see.
There is no question.
Gnomeo and Juliet.
Nomeo, Nomeo, Nomeo.
Rated G. Now playing.
Mentos Pure Fresh Gum. Irresistibly fresh breath.
Amazing color that's actually good to my hair. It's Herbashine from Garnier, the only hair color with bamboo extract. This amazing color actually fortifies my hair. 10 minutes for color like this? Brilliant. Herbashine. Fortified color, certified brilliant. Garnier.
This is a place where things are done with care. And if some things feel made just for you, it's because they are. Welcome to Longhorn Steakhouse, where tonight you can enjoy expertly grilled steaks like our signature outlaw ribeye, fire grilled outside, juicy inside. Or try Longhorn's legendary Flo's filet, seasoned and perfectly grilled just for you. Always fresh, always tender. Right now, only at Longhorn Steakhouse. Discover the West in you.
Will Smith and his son Jaden Smith in The Pursuit of Happiness, ABC Saturday.
I'd barely started my observation when Teddy, one of the triplets, went missing.
Where's Teddy? He's not back there.
Teddy! Teddy's here!
There he is.
Now, what's the problem? What's the problem? You can't find one of your children. Your kids don't ask for permission to go outside, and when you are out with your kids, you're not supervising them. Come on, I mean, this is absolutely ridiculous. Now that we had all the kids rounded up, we went back into the house where it was playtime, and I had a chance to see the triplets interact with their older brother, Timmy. Timmy.
Remember you're 11? I've caught him a few times, like, looking to see if anybody's watching, because he like, tries to hurt him.
You know, it's difficult for a firstborn to accept any new addition into the family, let alone triplets. So I was really curious to see Dad's take on how he felt Timmy has actually dealt with this situation over the years.
Obviously, it all changed when the three came along. All the attention went from him having everything to him having very little.
Did you feel that?
Of course.
What do you think he's losing out with regards to what you can give him as a dad right now at this particular moment?
Well, he's losing out on a lot of quality time. A lot of little things. It's memories. Memories that you have, you know, that kind of stuff.
But that's emotional for you, because I can feel it here. You're feeling quite emotional about that. You really feel like you're not able to have that with him right now.
It's true. We've had a kind of rocky relationship. A lot of it's my own fault for not putting in more effort. Maybe you help us out.
It's going to be really important for me to get Dad's relationship back on track with Timmy, because if we don't, the resentment's just going to get worse.
Mommy's got to go, okay?
That evening, it was time for Mum to go off to work and leave the kids with Dad.
The one thing is like, they've been playing outside all day, and they're dirty. He doesn't do bath.
He doesn't do bath?
No.
Who does bath?
I only give him baths. He's never given anybody a bath.
You don't do bath?
No.
He never has.
It's too stressful.
Stress? But it's all right for Mum to have to bath these kids before she goes off to work. What about a little bit of teamwork?
Bye, honey. Good luck.
Thanks.
All right, good night, guys. I'll see you later.
Mum was barely out of the door when these kids started to kick off, and it just made me realise that Dad is way out of his depth.
Whoa, 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 what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Why are we doing this here? Come on. Now I'm chasing them, trying to grab one, pull the one, trying to grab the other one. It's very frustrating. Whoa, 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 whoa. Why is this like this?
What is that?
I don't know, it's water.
It smells like pee-pees.
This is you peeing here. All right, get out of here. Get out. Stop. Stop it. Leave it alone. No, get out of here. All right, no more throwing stuff. No more throwing stuff at each other. Come on.
I tell you, I felt dizzy watching this, Dad. I mean, he doesn't know whether he's coming or going. Certainly got me work cut out here.
Fire! Timmy, what did I just say?
You just threw something at me!
Stop it.
Eventually, Dad just surrendered.
Time for bed. Let's go.
Quite frankly, I've seen enough, and I really do hope that Mum and Dad are ready for this, because tomorrow, I'm putting law and order into this house.
Hi. Going into the meeting with Joe, I have a lot of anxiety. I don't really know what she's going to talk to us about.
You're both, as parents, feeling very helpless. You've got not double the trouble, but triple, right?
Yes.
I want to talk about safety because, you know, you should have locks on both your side and your front door so that your kids start to learn to ask permission to go out, and when they are, they're supervised. So they're not just running out. They've got used to doing that because they've had no follow-through with any kind of rules that have been put in place.
No.
You're pushovers, the pair of you, when it comes to your kids' behaviour. There is no discipline, there is no consequence. They're not being guided by the pair of you in your expectations of behaviour. Without rules, behaviour spirals out of control. You know that, Teddy, you deal with it every day.
That's true.
Why don't you both want a discipline? Because you don't do it.
It's not that we don't want to, we just,
I do, I just don't do it the right way. I mean, I just put them in their room because they will not sit in a timeout for me.
Because you're not doing the timeout properly.
Well, yeah, obviously. I'm not doing anything properly. That's why I just put a lock on the side of their door and...
You're frustrated, tired, and it's leading you to not have patience with the kids. Jada, with the crafts yesterday, didn't feel encouraged by you because you came to the table thinking it's going to be disaster. Not only are you shortchanging them, but you're shortchanging yourself. Just come to the table with a little bit more than what you're coming with right now. Because if you can give a little bit more, they'll give you a lot back.
It's true.
Let's talk about yourself and the kids, Ted, because I certainly see a lack of you really understanding what they need and just being able to manage them and have the afternoon with them.
Yes, I walk around aimless and confused, lost.
Yeah. Why do you think that is?
You know, I have a stressful job, so I go home from that and I tend to be aloof, preoccupied, thinking about something bad happened or whatever.
You're dealing with high-level stress.
It's a difficult transition, you know, from going from that to, you know, it's hard.
It is, but you have to be able to realise that you can do what you can do when you're at work, and when you're home, you need to be able to focus on your home.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's talk about Timmy, because he is the eldest. Certainly, for a very long time, had been the apple of everybody's eye. Then along came three, not one, but three.
It's a lot.
It was hard on him.
He loves his brothers and sister, but what I see is resentment that's fueled by anger.
He is angry.
But he's also a boy that needs his father. He's a boy who needs a very positive role model. What do you really want with Timmy?
I want a normal father-son relationship. Doing things together, going places together.
I'm telling you right now that you can have that in a heartbeat. It will take work, but you can have that. Because Timmy wants it. He just doesn't know it right now. Because he's lived so long with not having it. Are we ready?
Yes, we're ready.
We are.
Yeah?
I'm ready for it.
All right, good.
Coming up on Super Nanny. Milo is not going down without a fight.
No, I won't be stopped talking.
And Joe lays down the law.
I cannot help you. If what you are going to do is sabotage this, then I'm flogging a dead horse.
When Super Nanny returns.
Hey, Tony, pick it up. I want this whole row finished.
You know, I'm just not feeling the wood cutting thing today. I don't know.
Hey, Don.
What is the rush here? Is there like a worldwide shortage of gazebos?
Tony, eat a Snickers.
Why?
Because you get a little bit whiny when you're hungry. Better?
Better.
Hey! My back hurts! Now my front hurts.
You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
You've never seen fast. You've never held it in your hand, then unleashed it with the fingertip. Never watched pixels whip by at 1 gigahertz and had your neurons struggle to keep up. You've never seen fast because you've never seen this. The Droid Incredible by HTC. It's nothing short of its name.
Now get the Droid Incredible by HTC for $99.99.
Commode, potty, John, Lou, latrine, head, bog, the Oval Office, the porcelain throne, the toilet. No matter what you call it, Clorox has been trusted to keep it clean for nearly 100 years.
If you have a wet cough caused by mucus,
you're gonna love our Copacabana specialty.
Or an irritating dry cough,
try the Sandy Delight.
Maximum Strength Mucinex DM quiets wet and dry coughs for 12 hours. Mucinex in, mucus out.
Double shift. I need a break.
You need some gelling.
Yeah, gelling is like having a teeny tiny foot masseuse in your shoe.
You like?
Yeah. Nice.
Dr. Scholl's massaging gel insoles. Outrageous comfort all day long.
Look who's suddenly into oral care. Introducing Pro Health for Me from Crest and Oral-B, a line of oral care products specially designed for older kids. It protects the areas their dentists check in flavors and designs they'll like. They'll be brushing. Seriously.
In daytime, the werewolf returns to its human form.
The wolf is someone in this village who wants you.
Don't come near me.
Do you think I'm the wolf?
You shouldn't be here.
You afraid?
We all have secrets.
The wolf. It's coming for you.
Red Riding Hood, rated PG-13, starts March 11th. ABC Wednesday wants you to relax and laugh.
Maybe it's all the creams, but that just made sense, girlfriends.
Doris Roberts returns to an all-new middle.
Am I gonna have to separate you two?
Please.
Then chill out with an all-new Better With You, Modern Family.
No, I can't do this up!
And the new hit, Mr. Sunshine.
You don't know the name of anybody who works here.
I may not know all of their names, but when they walk down the hallway, I'll say, hello, hello, hello there.
So laugh your cares away, starting Wednesday at 8, 7 Central on ABC.
The highest quality at the lowest price equals value.
It's stunningly simple.
I'll stack up my new Valuepedic Extra Firm mattress set against those costing hundreds more.
At only $2.99 for full or queen, it's a no-brainer.
Now is the time to take advantage of the hottest offer from Xfinity. Right now, you can get Xfinity TV with HD DVR service for $39.99 a month for 12 months. Access the world's greatest on-demand collection. Watch hit movies and shows from past seasons to last night's episodes anytime, anywhere. With HD DVR service, you can record your favorites, so you'll never miss a thing. Get Xfinity TV with HD DVR service for $39.99 a month for 12 months. Call 1-800-XFINITY today.
Can you believe what they're passing off as kids' mattresses?
Would you let your kids sleep on them?
No way.
My new Valuepedic twin set is real quality for kids, even grown-ups at only $1.99.
The competition? Wow! Busted!
The Somerville bar that's become a Hollywood landmark at 11.
Safety's a really big issue in this house. I mean, these kids are used to just running in and out. And these parents don't know where these kids are. Ready? So before I started teaching in the house, I wanted to make sure that these kids couldn't get out of it.
This side door, obviously, is one that they run out of, and the front door as well. So what we should do is put the lock, so at least if we're in the house, we know, especially with the size of this house, that once that's shut. So we know they're in the house somewhere.
I've been wanting to do that for a while. Unfortunately, that door is quite expensive, and I didn't want to put a hole in it.
A hole in the door? What about losing one of your kids?
You can't manage your kids. And the first and foremost priority is safety.
So I'm going to start drilling a hole in the door.
Well, either that, mate, or you can be going down to police and trying to look for a missing child, one or the other. I'll tell you now, I know which option I'm looking for, prevention.
It killed me. If I didn't want to drill the holes in the doors, that's not something I want to do. That hurt.
You're still hurting, aren't you?
I'm happy that I'm going to stop from leaving the house. Not knowing that. Definitely.
No, you're hurting. The door.
The door
You're
hurts.
feeling it because the door hurts.
I just want to do something else.
Do you want to do something else? I'll tell you what. Come on, then. I'll tell you to do something else.
If Dad thought that putting a lock on the door was hard, oh, he's got another thing coming.
You see that black car there? Yeah, you see where I am?
Yes.
OK. If your kids get out the door because you ain't got the lock on, that's what you're going to be doing. Give me 10 of those. Run! Come on!
What?
Give me 10 back and forth to the car.
Run?
Yeah. 10. Move it! That's what you're going to be doing if your kids get out because you don't want to put a lock on that fancy door. 1. This is 2. Come on, 3.
I'm an old man.
And he looked at me like, you're going to cut me some slack here. And I was like, no, another one, and another one, and another one. Oh, you weren't running this slow in the academy. Come on!
Joe was proving a point, and the point came through loud and clear.
So, locks on the door, should we take them off?
Oh, come on. Oh, my God.
With Dad now taking steps forward to making sure these kids can't get outside, I need Mum and Dad to restore some law and order inside.
Rules. They need them. Because when you're able to give kids rules, they know where the boundaries are.
So I had Mum and Dad come up with some rules that they thought would be really important for the kids.
No hitting or biting each other.
What other rule is a no-no?
Going outside.
Yeah.
And going to the street.
Yeah, exactly, for safety.
We've established the rules, and it's really important now for these parents to be able to convey those rules to these little ones. They need to understand their parents have clear expectations of behaviour, and that if these rules are broke, then there'll be consequences.
See this? See all the green plates up there? These are the new rules of the house. No hitting or biting.
But as soon as Mum started to read out those rules to the kids, they made it very obvious that they just didn't want to hear it.
Okay, guys, so the next rule here is you guys are not allowed to run outside without Mommy or Daddy with you.
No, it isn't.
Another rule, you can't write on the walls.
You can ask Mummy and Daddy for crayons, and you'll be able to sit at the table. Sorry, what did you just say?
Stop talking!
No, I won't be stopped talking.
Stop it!
No.
Don't. This is just him behaving this way because this is the first time that the adults in the house have stepped up and said, actually, we've got some expectations. And they haven't had that. So, of course, these guys automatically have started to react to what you guys are laying down here.
Things are changing in this house, and these kids are going to put up some kind of a fight, which means that Mum and Dad, they're going to stand up strong together.
This is going to be their timeout bench, and they'll either all be sitting on it or one of them will be sitting on it. If all 3 are in trouble, you can either discipline all 3 of them at the same time, or you can take turns. As long as it gets done and you follow through, then the discipline has happened for each child.
I presented Mum and Dad with the steps of time out and to follow through with the sorries and the hugs and the kisses.
These steps all have a purpose. So you can't jump from 1 to 5 or just go straight in at 2. You have to start at the top and work your way down.
We tried a timeout in the past, and they've never been receptive to timeouts. I could be wrong. It may work after we go through all these other steps. I'm hoping, but I just have my doubts.
Who did this?
I don't know.
The next afternoon, Mum realised that one of the rules had been broken, but she didn't know which triplet had done it. Okay, who did the black drawing?
I did.
Who did the purple one?
I did.
Okay. And who put the water on the floor?
I was. I
Right. So did you do the drawing, though? Did you do that bit?
I didn't draw it, and I didn't put a water on the
Okay.
floor.
Really?
Obviously, the triplets weren't going to admit to anything, so I needed to use another tactic.
I want a serious conversation. Okay, where do we draw? Do we draw on walls or do we draw on paper? Which is the right thing to do?
Paper.
Paper's the right thing to do. Do we lie to Jojo, Mummy and Daddy, or do we tell the truth? What's the right thing to do?
Choose.
Teddy, did you draw on the floor?
No.
No. Did you put the water, though, on the floor in the bathroom?
Yeah.
You did. Milo, did you draw on the floor?
Yeah.
You did. Jada, did you put water on the floor or draw on the floor? Which one did you do? You put the water on the floor. Jada, look at me. I am really happy that you told Jojo the truth. And that's really important, to tell the truth.
I never get the truth out of the kids. My mouth, like, freaking fell on the floor. I couldn't believe it.
But all three of you know that you're not allowed to draw on the floor, that you're not allowed to put water on the floor. That's breaking the rules. We all know the rules, OK? So this is what's going to happen. You all three are going to do timeout right now. Do you understand me? OK, follow me, all three of you in timeout. Let's go. Come on, we know to do the right thing. You're here in timeout because you know you're not supposed to draw on the floor. It's not the right thing to do. Now you'll stay here. Can we set the timer, please? Tell me what you just learnt from what you've just watched. Why did they decide in the beginning not to tell me the truth and then to tell me the truth?
She didn't accuse them. She asked them their own opinion.
Exactly. What it does is encourages each one of your children to think about making the right decision. They start to think, their brains start to work, and that's what we want them to do as parents. We want them to think for themselves so that later on in life, they know what's right.
Joe really set the light bulb off in my head. I can get through to these kids. We can get through to these kids.
After the kids did their 4 minutes, I showed Mum and Dad how to finish a proper timeout.
The reason why you were put on this bench is because you were breaking the rules. I need an apology, please, from all of you for breaking the rules. What do you say? Thank you, Teddy. Thank you, Jada. Thank you, Milo. Come here. Hugs and kiss. I want to give you hugs and kiss. I want to give you hugs and kiss. All right.
I mean, let's face it, the penny's dropped now. These kids realise when they misbehave, there is discipline. It's up to Mum and Dad now to follow through.
You want orange salad dressing?
We say we want orange dressing, please, Mummy, OK? Please.
Milo, did you say that? No, you didn't.
I did.
Despite the rules and discipline that's in place, I noticed at dinner time that Dad was still allowing these kids to disrespect him.
I didn't hear it.
I just couldn't understand why this man, a police officer no less, was allowing his kids to walk all over him.
Ted, come with me for a moment, please.
Until he starts demanding respect, he's not going to get nowhere.
So, if you were on the street and somebody disrespected you, somebody come up to you and went, "You're a punk-ass policeman," what would you do?
I would start patting them down.
You wouldn't tolerate it.
No.
But in that house, you've got little kids who are shouting at you and you think that's okay. Where's your respect for yourself?
I'm just so used to it, I guess. I just, you know, you get to a point where you just...
I could see a glaze over Dad. It's like he wasn't really present with the conversation that was being said. I didn't understand why that was until I caught a whiff of his breath.
How many beers or drinks did you have this afternoon?
Yeah, a couple of beers at lunch.
Ted, I can smell it on you, mate. I'm here to help you. But I've got you drinking while I'm trying to teach you. That ain't working for me, Ted.
I know that Dad's under a lot of stress, but this is no excuse for him to go off and have a couple of beers while I'm there trying to help this family.
I cannot help you if what you are going to do is sabotage this, because you're going to go and have a drink somewhere and come back and be intoxicated where I can't even penetrate through to you, then I'm flogging a dead horse. Give me one reason why I don't walk out of this house right now and say, I'm not going to help you, because if you can't take yourself seriously, then why should I? Why should I take you seriously right now? You've got a wife in there right now who desperately needs help from me. You need my help.
Yes.
Your kids need the help.
Yes.
Give me one reason why I should still stay here, because there are thousands of families right now that would want me in their house helping them.
Coming up on Super Nanny. Can Joe get Dad to fall in line?
Whatever right now is making you feel that you need to escape with what's going on, I can get you help.
Or will his relationship with Timmy continue to suffer?
What he won't do is come up to you and tell you how he's really feeling inside, because he's too scared to do that.
When Super Nanny returns. If your family needs Super Nanny's help, apply online at www.abc.com keyword Super Nanny or call toll-free 1-877-NANNYTIME.
On March 1st,
Wake up. Hello, little prince.
share the movie that every childhood deserves.
Bambi, Bambi, Bambi.
There's only one Bambi.
Big bird, bird.
And only one way to experience it, on Blu-ray with Disney's second screen.
Gosh.
It's the Blu-ray premiere of Bambi.
You better hurry up.
On Blu-ray Combo Pack March 1st. Available for a limited time.
This is the new Nutrisystem. Pizza, pasta, ice cream, fresh frozen gourmet food that will change what it means to be on a diet. It's time to say hooray you. And now, introducing the Nutrisystem Rollback Sales Event. We're rolling back our prices to the lowest they've been since 2003. Get started and lock in for around $2 per meal with free shipping. This limited time offer won't last long, so call 800-650-SIZE or visit Nutrisystem.com.
Hey girls, do this. Got that dry, damaged feeling? Well, Pantene's got moisture for you. Pantene's Dried and Moisturized Collections. Customized Pro V formulas that give your hair the healthy moisture it craves. For lightweight fullness or deep conditioned smooth. Find yours and love it, or twice your money back. That's the Smart Beauty Guarantee. The Dried and Moisturized Collections from Pantene. Healthy makes it happen.
Okay, this week, Groupon members are going to save 50 to 90% on great daily deals all over town. They're going to discover new restaurants, spas, museums, famous people, helicopter rides, juggling classes, a different kind of juggling classes, concerts, yoga studios, theater, golf, lessons, more lessons, movie tickets, and a whole lot more. If your week doesn't sound quite that exciting, maybe you want to sign up for ours. Groupon.com.
Even with an overactive bladder, I don't always let the worry my pipes might leak compromise what I like to do. I take care with Vesicare, because I have better places to visit than just the bathroom.
Once daily Vesicare can help control your bladder muscle and is proven to treat overactive bladder with symptoms of frequent urges and leaks day and night. If you have certain stomach or glaucoma problems or trouble emptying your bladder, do not take Vesicare. Vesicare may cause allergic reactions that may be serious. If you experience swelling of the face, lips, throat, or tongue, stop taking Vesicare and get emergency help. Tell your doctor right away if you have severe abdominal pain or become constipated for 3 or more days. Vesicare may cause blurred vision, so use caution while driving or doing unsafe tasks. Common side effects are dry mouth, constipation, and indigestion.
You have better things to join than always a line for the bathroom. So pipe up and ask your doctor today about taking care with Vesicare.
Monday, The Bachelor is hot, sexy, and wild.
Oh my God!
The final 3, the overnight dates, and they've made it clear they want him.
Let's just get married here. Let's do it.
But one moment
I'm not going unless you tell me that.
could change everything.
Okay, can I talk to you for a second?
And the announcement you've been waiting for. The new cast of Dancing will be revealed live. The Bachelor, all new Monday, 8/7 Central on ABC.
Give me one reason why I should still stay here, because there are thousands of families right now that would want me in their house helping them. Seriously, this is no good. Whatever right now is making you feel that you need to escape with what's going on, OK? We can get you helpful, OK? I can get you help.
I know Dad's under a lot of stress, but I simply cannot help him if he is not going to be 100% focused right now.
Ted, I can't work with someone who's having a few pints.
It will not happen
Oh,
again.
well, I need a promise, Ted, because you know
Your
what?
prom- You got my word. It will not happen again. I promise that. She's right. Absolutely. And while she's here and while she's helping my family, I'm going to give her what she wants.
I'm going to trust you on your word. Tomorrow's another day for us.
Absolutely.
And I want you to get a good night's sleep tonight so that you can learn from me.
Yes.
And that you can do your best. Let's go in.
Dad promised me that he was going to step up, and I really do believe him. But I also understand that he's under a lot of stress, not just at home, but at work as well. So when everyone had a good night's sleep, I decided to talk to Dad about him getting some professional counselling for his stress.
I've tracked down this number. It's the State Department of Personnel. As far as the job and its demands and being able to talk about that with professionals, I think would be really good for you.
When Joe gave me the number, I did call him up. My name is Ted Devon from Berkeley Township. I believe that it is a step in the right direction. And in my profession, I believe everybody should have somebody to talk to.
Got out there, you made the phone call. We'll wait for the people to call you back. It's a start. Glad you're doing it.
It's gonna take a lot of stress off of him and make him a better father, make him a better husband, and I'm very proud of him.
Timmy and Dad's relationship is strained, and what I need to do is bring them both together to make their relationship better. So I asked them both to sit down and write a list of activities that they would like to do together.
So let's have a look at then what we got. Going to the movies, playing soccer, play baseball, swimming, fishing. Ted, you've got here, go outside and kick the soccer ball around, hang out, have pizzas and ice creams. I believe we should do is get this ball rolling. What do you think about that, Timmy? I don't know. What do you mean you don't know? Well, have a think and then tell me what you do know.
Timmy was a little bit nervous to talk about his situation with his dad, which means that Dad's gonna have to move in and have this conversation with him first.
He's feeling like he doesn't know how to be able to connect. What he won't do is come up to you and tell you how he's really feeling inside because he's too scared to do that.
Yes.
He doesn't know how you'll react. Just bring him in, father to son, and say, you know, I want to spend time with you. I just felt like we've been distant, and I love you very much.
A lot of it's my own fault for not putting in more effort. This is on me. I have to do it, and I want to do it. You know things are changing, right? As far as this stuff goes, with us spending some time together, we need to really start doing this.
Okay. I am hoping for my dad and me to do stuff in the future.
Yeah.
Dad's really making some positive moves forward. He's now getting professional help and he's making amends with Timmy. But the reality is, Dad needs to learn how to handle these triplets. Mum goes to work 4 nights a week and Dad's been palming off for 4 years. Mum doing bath time. Well, no more.
Pyjamas, towels, round up the troops, upstairs.
I'll be there, bubble bath for what?
Clothes off.
All right, come on, pants off when you get
All right,
Teddy.
get in. Now, what are you doing?
Pick me up for what?
We're gonna wash your hair.
Daddy?
Right, so now you can shampoo up this one.
You look like a rooster.
Use the washcloth. You just wiped his nose and put snot all over his head again.
I did.
What's hurting?
My knees, my back, my head, my arms, my legs, my ankles. Oh, no, I'm all right.
That was a little bit overwhelmed, but I mean, overall, he did really well. And I just hope that he finds bath time more enjoyable so that he recognises this is a time when he can have fun with the kids.
Philly, I took a bath.
I am going away for several days. Not one of you, both of you have got to take turns in giving discipline. Safety of the house, got to have eyes at the back of your head.
Hopefully it goes really well and we follow through with everything that she's taught us so far.
Dad and Timmy time, that went really well today and I'd like to see more of that.
It's going to be difficult, and we're going to have to just get through it.
See you later. Have a good
Bye-bye. The DeMott family have made a lot of progress, but they're not out of the woods yet. I know that when I'm gone for several days, that these triplets are going to test their parents, so I guess I'll get to see how they did when I get back.
Coming up on Super Nanny.
Where is Milo?
Milo goes MIA.
Milo?
And Mom puts Teddy on probation.
Teddy, this is going to be your warning. Now put this in the box or you go sit in timeout.
When Super Nanny returns.
Me and you, a little rendezvous, that special something that will carry you through, that little reward for all the things you do.
Luscious, creamy filling, perfectly combined with our intense, slow-melting chocolate. The one and only Ghirardelli Squares chocolate. Ghirardelli of San Francisco. Moments of timeless pleasure.
Special family time. Special kid time. And even special you time. What makes everyone's dreams come true on a Disney cruise? Well, if we told you that, it wouldn't be magic, now would it? Disney Cruise Line. Call now and find out more about amazing trips like Alaska and Europe.
Lysol believes no toilet is complete until it's completely clean. Lysol kills 99.9% of germs and removes stains better than Clorox toilet bowl cleaner with bleach. So if you want to do the whole job, Lysol's got you covered.
The Motorola Zune tablet. With the velocity of a 1 GHz dual-core processor, 3D graphics engine, gyroscope, and a widescreen HD display. Grab it, and it grabs you. Only at Verizon.
Don't just volumize your lashes, millionize them.
New Voluminous Million Lashes from L'Oreal. Our millionizing brush creates a multitude of lashes, and the Clean Sweep Wiper removes excess mascara.
Lashes look so multiplied, so clean, it's like seeing millions.
L'Oreal's new Voluminous Million Lashes.
Say hello to the Gerber generation. They have some big news to share. The nutrition children get in the first 5 years can affect their health forever. Think about that. Together, we can create a healthier generation, and it all starts with you. Join the Gerber generation on Facebook.
Before you go in there, step out here with Oscar's Red Carpet live for the world's most prestigious arrivals.
I can't believe I'm here right now.
With membership to All Access on Oscar.com, experience Oscar in a new way. Yeah! See the stars backstage, in the green room, and even at the Governor's Ball.
Absolutely amazing.
And be sure to watch as James Franco and Anne Hathaway host Oscar. It all starts live Sunday, 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific on ABC.
News Center 5 tonight.
If The Social Network wins Best Picture at Sunday's Oscars, a local bar will be drinking up the fame.
The Somerville watering hole hoping to become part of film history. Another storm on the way. It's going to bring more snow. The weekend timeline at 11.
Tonight at 11, it's not a school. Do you have any jewelry in you? It's not a jail. But kids here are serving a sentence.
Some kids don't make the right decision.
A new way to stop school violence without suspensions or expulsions. Tonight on News Center 5 at 11.
Surprisingly priced at $15,995, the all-new 2011 Jetta has arrived. Discover German engineering and premium style on the Jetta S, with best-in-class rear legroom and trunk space, as well as no-charge scheduled carefree maintenance, all standard. That's great for the price of good. Right now, lease the all-new 2011 Jetta S for just $179 a month or get 0.9% APR.
I've been away from the DeMott family now for several days, and yes, I am very keen to see how well they did without me.
I'm scared about watching this DVD with Joe. I hope I don't get yelled at.
Hi.
I'm sure that we've made a lot of mistakes, but it'll be a learning process.
Let's take a look at Dad in bath time.
Yeah, can't wait.
Yeah, it's fun. Oh, I'm not chasing you guys. This is just a wash down. Where's that soap at? Wash down your body. Wash down your bodies. Don't splash. Don't splash. Come on, who's getting out? All right, come on, it's time to calm down.
Tell me about bath time.
Trauma.
But you're saying it with a smile on your face. What's happening?
It's chaotic. You know, they want me to chase them. You know, they got no clothes on.
You know what? You did a good job. It is going to be chaotic, but embrace it. I mean, that's bath time.
Right now, it's new for them.
Yeah, it's new.
And it's new for you.
That's fair. Very new.
But manageable or not?
Oh, yes. I could do it.
Good. Let's take a look at Dad and Timmy.
Oh, easy.
That's nice to see. You just hang out.
Yeah, yeah.
You've shown a willingness, you know, a commitment to actually carving that time out to spend with him. You bond and you build a relationship, and this was the beginning of that. So I'm really proud, actually, that you realise how important this is.
I feel that he is coming around, and so am I, of course.
I'm pleased to see it because you know what? He needs you. He really needs you. All right, let's take a look at awareness here.
Where is Milo? All of a sudden, he's gone. This is locked. Door's locked. He couldn't have got outside. Milo? He's not in there. I don't like you doing that. Don't hide.
Kid's gone missing.
It happens so often that it's like kind of like second nature.
You've got locks on the door, so you know that your kids are in the house. However, you still got to count heads. You've got to still know where your kids are.
Right.
Right? Mum and discipline.
Teddy, put that in here.
I want to play.
Teddy, the game is over right now. Please put that in here. I'm speaking to you. Put that in here. This is gonna be your warning. Now put this in the box or you go sit in timeout. All right, that's it. You need to listen to Mommy the first time. Being a good listener is part of our rules. Do you understand? Now sit here. Teddy, Mommy put you in there because you weren't paying attention during the game. Do you understand? So tell Mommy you're sorry.
Sorry.
Give me a hug.
The looking away from you and the that's attitude. So that's what we need to nip in the bud there.
So what do you do at that point?
Tell him to look at you.
Before we even continue to talk, he has to make eye contact.
Yeah, and it's your firm voice. I said, look at me right now. I'm talking to you. You're in timeout.
Okay.
You've done a good job compared to where you were when I first arrived, but we're not out of the woods yet. I do want to work on discipline, so we're ready to do some more work.
Yes.
Okay, but get cracking then.
Coming up on Super Nanny, Teddy continues to cross the line.
Look at me while I'm speaking to you, please.
Can Mom win this battle of wills?
Look at me.
No.
When Super Nanny returns.
Jimmy's Hollywood Workout and Tom Hanks. Jimmy Kimmel Live after the Academy Awards Sunday on ABC.
Ladies, Time to raise the cuff. I ain't bluffing, show some ink, cause I ain't seen nothing. Welcome to the ankle show. Just a little bigger leg, here's how it goes. Jeans raised up, shoes down low. Welcome to the ankle show.
Alright, time to show them ankles, please. Them sexy little things about a foot below your knees.
Welcome to the ankle show. Just a little bigger leg, here's how it goes. Headline high, shoes down low. Welcome to the ankle show.
Let your ankles show with new ankle jeans and flirty flats. Old Navy. Turn up today.
Is that him?
Yeah.
Talk to me.
I want $1 million. I want a helicopter to take me to the airport. And when I get there, I want a fully fueled plane waiting. And if my demands aren't met, I eat one of the hostages.
Did he say eat?
Yeah, you heard me. Eat.
I think he's gonna eat Gary.
And it's gonna be delicious.
In my line of work, speed is, well, crucial. That's why I have my new AT&T 4G phone. Perfect for watching movies and TV shows when I'm on the go. I get thousands of Android apps and 4G capability, which means I can download faster than you can say.
You have the right to remain silent.
In the network, AT&T is getting faster with 4G. AT&T. Rethink possible.
Last year, Ethan Thompson and 3 friends from Missoula, Montana won the first ever Folgers Jingle Contest. To find out how you could be the next Folgers Jingle Contest winner, go to bestpartofwakingup.com.
We invited real women to try new Dove Visible Care Creme Body Wash with Nutrient Moisture. After 1 week, we took their close-ups. When they saw how much more beautiful their skin looked, they had only one question. New Dove Visible Care Creme Body Wash.
The laundry secret then? Baking soda. Today, it's Arm & Hammer plus OxyClean Power Gel.
The clothes came out clean. One wash, it was done.
Power Gel combines baking soda with OxyClean Stain Fighters for the clean you need at a fraction of the cost.
I'm making the switch.
With the right guidance, I get exactly where I want to go.
Turn left ahead.
TurboTax has a unique GPS feature that guides me to every deduction and credit I deserve. And calculations are guaranteed accurate. So I get my maximum refund. Guaranteed.
Try TurboTax now.
When it comes to keeping small spaces fresh, cones can dry out quickly. And sprays can be a bit much. That's why there's the Set and Refresh from Febreze. Unlike others, it's the only air freshener of its kind designed for small spaces with 100% scented oils that eliminate odors for 30 days for freshness from start to finish. The small space odor solution that's a breath of fresh air. Try the Febreze Set and Refresh.
What would you do if you heard a white woman who just adopted a black child being told this?
You couldn't have just waited for a white child?
What if it were a black woman with a white child?
All the black children that need someone in this world, and you went for a white child?
What would you do? Next on ABC.
They're America's millionaires. Now they'll live in America's hardest hit communities.
This is definitely not my mansion.
And keep their identity hidden.
I kind of feel like I just jumped off a cliff.
Their mission.
What you're doing here is really amazing.
To share their wealth.
There's something I haven't told you.
I'm a millionaire. With those they find the most deserving.
I'd like to give you a check.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Oh my God.
ABC's Secret Millionaire premieres Sunday, March 6th on ABC.
Slippery finish to this storm and another on the way at 11.
Today, Teddy's going to follow through with seeing the professional counsellor so that he can leave that stress at work where it belongs.
I want to get some games for you guys. I think we should just kind of play in here.
With Dad gone, it gave me a wonderful opportunity to have playtime with Mum and the kids where they would all enjoy it, which is something that Mum used to struggle with in the past.
Are you going to make your picture without it, yes or no?
So, who's ready to have some fun?
Me.
Okay. Me. Right, all of us. Yeah, thank you very much, Teddy. We heard you. Hi, Timmy. Want to play? Sure. 4 kids, 4 buckets.
This is going to be your bush, Milo, the blueberry. Teddy, you're going to have the apple tree. We were playing for maybe not even 5 minutes, and Teddy didn't want to listen, just being disruptive.
Teddy, put it back.
You know what, Teddy? Teddy, look at me, please. If you can't play the game, Teddy, look at me while I'm speaking to you, please. If you can.
You see that? You see that?
He's laughing.
Yeah. thinks that he can behave this way and get away with it. Not happening.
Joe said, just don't tolerate that. He goes right into timeout, so that's what I did. Look at me. We're playing a game, and you're fooling around. Now sit down, and you're going in timeout.
No.
If you put Teddy down in the chair, he wants to stand back up. Just wants to be defiant.
Don't even worry about that. Okay, come back over here and set your alarm.
Teddy tried to provoke Mum.
Just push it back.
But she kept her cool, and he did his 4 minutes.
Teddy, do you understand why I put you here?
Firm voice.
Because you weren't paying attention to Mommy while we were playing the game. Do you understand? Tell Mommy you're sorry.
Sorry.
Give me a hug. Would you like to play the game now? Okay, go sit inside in front of your bush.
Now that Teddy knew that his mum meant business, he stopped playing rebel and just started to play.
All right, come on then, Teddy.
Two.
Two apples.
The techniques that Joe showed me will definitely help. Like anything else, after a while, it'll just get easier.
I got one.
Got one. All right, Teddy, attaboy. Put your apple in the bucket.
Okay.
Later on, Teddy got back from his therapy appointment, and I was really excited to see how he got on, as was Mum.
What happened today when you went?
I just told him what was going on here, and it was a real good experience.
So do you feel committed that it's a place that you're going to go to every week and talk to him, and you feel comfortable going there?
Yes, I'm gonna do it on a regular basis. This is just a beginning. Of course, there's a lot to talk about.
It's a start.
Yes, it is. We're heading in the right direction.
Yeah, we are. I'm very proud of Teddy in taking that step forward today and going and speaking with someone, because it's really going to help him out.
It's going to be good. I thought you could make me cry.
Nancy is very proud of that, as far as going to talk to somebody. She's been asking me for a while now. That really made her happy.
It's what's necessary. You know, everybody needs to reach out every now and then at some stage in their life. You've got each other as well, and that's what's important with everything that you're learning here together.
This was a really big step for Dad. It's not easy to ask for help at times, but I think he realised how much he needed this and his family. I'm really proud of him.
Keep it up.
We will.
Well, I want lots of cuddles because I'm going now, so I want to say goodbye. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Ah!
Bye, Jojo.
You behave yourself, all right?
Thank you, Joe, for giving me and my dad a chance to actually bond with each other.
I'll never forget you. I won't forget you either.
Saying goodbye to Joe was very difficult.
Hey, big man.
I feel like Joe has left us in a very good place. She has taught us so much.
Thanks. You're welcome.
I know from here on in, my family's going to be a lot different.
Take care.
When I first arrived, I saw a family that were under a lot of stress and a mum and dad that just didn't know how to handle triplets. And now they've learned the techniques and the tools to put in place for them to have a brighter future.
Next time on Super Nanny. Joe visits a family whose 5 kids show no respect.
Do not put your hands on me.
And Mom and Dad take discipline to the extreme.
He'll, like, pull our ear and give us hot sauce.
You want hot sauce?
Can Joe convince these parents that there is another way?
How do you justify doing what you do?
Before it's too late.
You won't believe what hidden cameras reveal on What Would You Do starting now. Hidden cameras on.
When you think no one is watching, what would you do? Look what the stork just delivered to an adoptive parent.
This is the baby that you adopted? Yes, girl. Isn't she adorable? Yeah, but, ooh, you didn't tell me she was white, girl.
Interracial adoption.
Blackbirds stay with blackbirds and doves stay with doves.
Plus, a drunk dad. Drunk mom. And one very upset kid.
How are you gonna drive me?
I'm fine. Leave me alone, people!
And nobody falls for this. Do they?
This guy from Nigeria's in a lot of trouble. He needs $5,000 from me that I'm going to send him.
A scam on the cam.
How do I know you're in Nigeria right now?
Of course I'm in Nigeria.
We're right here. So when you think no one is watching, do you step in, step up, or step away? We ask, what would you do?
We see it all over the media, celebrities adopting children outside of their own race. Hollywood's elite appear kind, generous, and colorblind in their mission to help children in need. But how do everyday Americans feel about interracial adoptions? We set up our hidden cameras inside the Mastora's Diner, a popular restaurant in Bordentown, New Jersey. We've hired two actresses to play longtime friends on a collision course on this road to adoption.
She's my daughter.
The woman on the right of the screen plays a newly adoptive mother of a child who, well, looks nothing like her. And we're about to find out what her good friend thinks about that.
You should have a child that looks like you.
This adorable adopted girl is, of course, an actress we've hired. She understands that the harsh words she may hear are only make-believe. As our scenario begins, it doesn't take long before the antagonist starts expressing her narrow-minded views.
Hi! How are you? I'm good. How are you? You're so good. Oh, you did too. Where's she? Right here. Oh, that's her? Nari, this is Tracy. Hi. My friend. She's black. I thought she was going to be white. Oh, yes, she's black.
Look, I'm a good friend. If you don't hear it from me, you're going to hear it from somebody. And I'm just trying to tell you now that you adopting a black girl, a little black child, is going to be problems for your life. You couldn't have just waited for a white child?
Tracy, I'm not going to return her like she's what, a garment I don't want.
Well, why did you pick her out to begin with?
This patron, a regular at the diner, has heard enough, and she leaves her conversation at the counter to give our bickering women an earful.
The child is old enough to know what's going on between the two of you. And you really should let what's going on between the two of you happen when she's not with you.
Our supposed friends explain their conflict, and when they ask the woman for her opinion, we're surprised at her answer.
I wouldn't do it because I feel blackbirds stay with blackbirds and doves stay with doves.
Culture.
And that's right. But you've done it. It's a done thing, right? You've already adopted her. And all she needs is love. To holler at her and to downgrade her and to tell her what mistakes she made now isn't going to do any good. It's going to break up your friendship, and it's not worth that. A million people have done what she's done. Love her for it and help her with it.
And then this other woman who's been watching and listening to the debate weighs in.
She is a beautiful child.
I mean, thank you.
I don't have a problem with it at all. There are hundreds of people who adopt black children when it only becomes an issue if you make it an issue.
Right.
And for you to talk the way you were talking to her in front of her, I think is despicable.
It's time to explain that this is all part of our What Would You Do scenario. But even after we do, Bunny Colby remains remarkably honest and firm about her feelings on interracial adoptions.
I couldn't do that. I wouldn't subject myself to the looks and everything that people would give me if I had a black child. But I said, as a good friend, what she should do is just love her friend.
To speak to a friend like that when they had done, you know, they had already had the adoption done, and this little girl sitting here listening to it, just, you know, I got fairly emotional.
When we run the scene again, our angry actress storms off in a huff.
Tell me what she needs, Tracy.
Well, I don't know, because I'm white and she's black. How about that? You shouldn't have adopted a black girl.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I'm so upset right now.
I'm embarrassed. Oh.
That's when Lorraine Coriel rises to the occasion. She opens her heart to our distressed new mother.
My granddaughter came home to me and said she was pregnant. I went nuts. I wanted part of this child. I didn't want her. And that child is the reason we breathe in the morning.
Sure,
I could only tell you the joy that child brings to my life.
Why get involved?
I went through a similar situation in my life. I have a great-granddaughter whose father is African American. And that's what I was telling her. I told her that the baby has brought more joy in our life than we could ever have imagined. I didn't want her to have the child. I told her to have it adopted. I told her to, I don't even want to say the word, but
Abortion?
Mm-hmm. And I don't believe in it. I mean, I grew up in my era. Stuck to your own.